Hi everyone. Marianne Cowan here from Pinery Paper Crafts. It's Friday. Welcome to my Facebook Friday, Funfold Friday. My name is Marianne Cowan. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Ottawa, Canada. And I come live usually every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I showcase Stampin' Up! Products, give you card ideas, and hopefully inspire you to get into your craft room or your kitchen table and create some cards that you can send to other people. Or yourself, I guess. So today we're doing a fun fold featuring a couple of Sale-A-Bration papers and a stamp set that will be gone as of Monday. So this is the perfect time to stock up on glue dots, adhesives, envelopes, cardstock, products that you know you're going to go through anyways. So you may as well order them now and get free product. All right. Just a reminder about Spring Stamp Camp, March 12th, and believe it or not, March is next week. I cannot believe it. And here are some of the cards that we will be making. Well, these are 6 of the 7 cards we will be making. We'll be making 14 cards, 7 designs, 2 of each. And they're all very pretty, using lots of new product. That one's using a Sale-A-Bration paper, and that one, very pretty cards. So you can go to my website, mariannecowan.com/events to register. Today we are using the Simply Marvelous Designer Series paper. We're going to be using the purple. And we're also using, we'll just quickly go through the Sale-A-Bration. Hey Phyllis. So Island Vibes, I made some cards with that the other day, really cute set. So these are all the ones that'll be gone as of Monday. Daffodil Afternoon, beautiful paper. Especially if you have a beautiful spring like we do here. We have a really long winter, so spring is something we look forward to. Catching Butterflies, Driving By, all of these I've featured on a Facebook Live. Sunshine and Rainbows, I just prepared the Sunshine and Rainbows class, that's tomorrow. Awesome Otters, Simply Marvelous, this is the one we'll be using today. I did the Otters, I think on Friday. And this is the other one we'll be featuring today. It's called Friendly Hello. It's a level 2, which means in Canada, after you spend $120, then you get a stamp set and the paper for free. Amazing. And also Special Moments, which I use all the time. An awesome stamp set. Also a level 2. So we only have until Monday. After Monday, those products will not be available anymore. So let's get started on our projects today. We're going to be making 2 cards, the exact same design, hey Leanne, using different papers, but mostly using the Friendly Hello paper. Oh, this is the stamp set. So we'll be using the stamp set and some of the images. And the Friendly Hello paper, which for whatever reason I don't have a little sampler of, but it's just so pretty. Lots of colors that coordinate with it. Pool Party, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, forget the title, and some florals, some prints. Awesome paper. Let's start with the Pool Party one. Slide this one over to the side. So our card base, this is a portrait style card. Our card base, 4 1/4 by 11. I'm trying to think, I don't usually do these cards. Hi Diane. Scored at 5 1/2. So just fold it in half. Now I don't have a little sticky with all my measurements because, to be honest, I had to readjust it a few times. Then I will post it on when I'm finished though. Pool Party, 4 by 5 1/4. Friendly Hello Designer Series Paper, 3 3/4 by 5. And then let's get this started, and then I'll show you the fun inside piece. That's where the fun fold happens. So let's just get our liquid glue. Anyone else in their craft room today? In Ottawa, I'm in Ottawa, Canada. And it's been a very snowy day here. But it's very pretty. When you look out your window, we've had a lot of crazy weather lately. I went to drive my car yesterday and it took me 45 minutes to scrape the 1/4 inch of ice off of it. Not fun. Okay, so there we have our layering. Now for this one, I'm going to do a piece of vellum, and then I just die cut out of the paper this cute little bird. Yeah, I think I'll glue this and then pop it up. I'm going to take the sheer ribbon Pool Party. I'm doing this before I finish this off just so I can see exactly how I want it to end up. So I'm thinking I want to do a bow over to the left-hand side is my idea. My idea and what it ends up being is not always the same, but I think this will probably be. So I'm just going to tie a bow, and because I want the tails to go this way, I'm turning it this way to tie my bow. It makes a difference which way you tie your bow as to which way the tails will go. So let's see if I got it right. Okay. Just going to even it out a little bit. We'll see if that's going to be good. Okay, so it needs to go over a little bit more. Obviously, I don't want it to go off the side of my card. Oops, that should be good. Yes. So now I can trim. I never trim until I'm sure, oopsie, that it's where I want it, but I'm pretty sure. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I know I had some already started, but you can never have too many dimensionals. That's a good thing to buy so you can get a free product. Dimensionals, and if you follow me, you know glue dots. Now, I think I want it a little bit higher. I don't think I want it smack in the middle. I don't know why, yeah, I like that better. Okay, so now we have that. I'm going to take some Wink of Stella and color in my little bird. Well, this is not really coloring, it's just adding glitter. All birds need glitter. Okay, we will probably add some dimensionals, bling, but we'll do that after. All right, these are for my inside pieces. This is the stamp from the Hello Friend stamp set. I've gone ahead and done the flowers in Pool Party, full strength actually, in the back, because the next card I show you I did stamp off, but this one is full strength. And this is going to be part of our little pop-up. Now I have a piece of 12 inches by 4. I think I did 3 7/8, but I don't know why I didn't do 4. So then fold it in half, and I went 1 and I'm telling you, I changed it so many times. 1.5 inches. So that would be, let me measure. Although last time I measured, it didn't seem to make sense to me. So I did 4.5, then 6, and then 7.5. 4.5, 6, 7.5. That seemed to work. You can see my other fold where I did it wrong. That's okay. And here, it's going to get glued down, so it doesn't matter. So it's a valley fold, then a mountain fold, and a valley fold. So it looks like an M. Ignore that little bend there. That's not supposed to be there. But like I said, I'm gluing it down, so it's not going to matter. Now the trick for this card is, I just want to check, make sure it's going to work. So what I want to do is glue this, the back, the bottom part, on first. We're doing both cards the exact same. This one I'm using designer series paper, the next one I'm using cardstock. So you get to see me make it twice, which if you're like me, that is necessary. Okay, so you notice it doesn't go right up to the fold because we have this foldy thing in the middle. So that looks good. Now I'm going to add glue here. And then I'm going to fold it. And magically, if I did it right, we'll have a cute little fold. Perfect. So then you have a little fold in the middle of your card. So when someone opens it up, they'll see this cute little fold. It's easier to see it that way. So now what I want to do is take my hello friend and I want to put it right here. So I'm just going to put glue on the bottom. I don't want to pop it up or anything. There you can see it. I'm just going to close it to push down. So there's no sentiment on the front, although you could easily add one. I just wanted the sentiment inside. Hello, friend. Stitch so sweetly dies, and this as well. And then I'm going to put this one down here for your message. So there we have the front. Whoops. And when it opens, this is what it looks like. Now let's get some bling. Actually forgot about bling. How could I forget about bling? So we could do polished dots. I feel like these might work. Pool party. As long as it's not too matchy-matchy. Oh no, I think that's going to be nice. I'm going to put one down here. Idea. Now, obviously, I'm not going to put one in all these flowers, just those two. Then I'm going to open it up and put a couple here. These are nice and flat. I think I lost one somewhere. So you don't need to worry about them bulking up your card too much. And then I'll put one, oh, I think I want little ones up here. So maybe one in the corner. And no, I don't like one down there. Just one in that corner. So we have a couple here and one in that corner. And there we go. You could go to town and put tons of these, but really, I don't think it needs tons. Okay, so that's our first one. Using the Friendly Hello Designer Series paper. I don't think we need these for the next card. I think for the next card we want pastel pearls. If I have any purple ones. Oh, I don't. Okay, That's it for this card. Now, same idea for the second card. However, I'm using the Simply Marvelous Designer Series paper, and it doesn't come in 12-inch pieces. So I've adapted it a little bit. I did use Stampin' Blends to color my flowers. So I used light Highland Heather. The paper I'm using for this one is Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. So let's get all my pieces. Let's work on the front first. So we've got our card base, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Highland Heather, 4 by 5 1/4. Simply Marvelous. So it's got two sides. I want to use the lighter side, or the, I don't know what you call it, marbly side. I guess they're both marbly. On the front, let's go ahead and glue this down. Is anyone else in their craft room today? I'm easing into the weekend in my craft room. So there we've got that one. Now we're going to do a little bit of the opposite of what we did for the last one. So the last one, we put the Hello Friend inside. For this one, we're going to put it on the outside, but we're going to add the flowers, which are from the stamp set. These flowers. And I was going to use the leaf, but then I decided to use the leaf punch instead. And I did also use Hello Friend and Hope You Have the Best Birthday. So I've included 2 sentiments in this one. All right. So again, we want to use ribbon. I've got sheer ribbon, Gorgeous Grape, perfect. Same design, we're going to go around. And like the other card, I don't want it right in the middle. I want it a little bit to the top. Oh man, I hate that when that happens on the ribbon. Let's see if we can hide it. Sometimes they glue 2 pieces together. I'm sure we can hide it in our bow. I think it's at the perfect spot to be hidden. Yeah, can't really tell. Now that one didn't quite angle enough. Slide this over a little. Well, this one is smaller. Okay, and we can go back and fiddle around with that and add glue dots if you want. But I do want to add flowers to this one. So what I did is I took this one that I had stamped, that's the stamp, I cut it apart so that I have 2 pieces because I want to layer them up. So I want to put one there and pop one up. So I'm just making sure this is exactly where I want it. So I'm going to do this part first before I attach anything. So I do want this one over a little bit. And you'll notice I even left white spaces. When you're doing watercoloring, you actually do leave white spaces. So this one I'm going to pop up, but I want to put some leaves behind it. I'm using Granny Apple Green. Could use glue dots for this. I haven't used any glue dots today. Okay, glue dot. So you could leave the leaves off if you don't want to add this extra color and just keep it monochromatic. Someone commented on my, I don't know what it was, one of my blog posts the other day that she has trouble doing monochromatic cards. I thought, oh, I love monochromatic. Okay, so this is too tall. So I'm ripping it off and I'm putting it on again. because it's going to go off my card, which I don't want. That's better. Tuck one behind there. It's a little bit of trial and error with the leaves. I'm just going to rip that off. Just makes it easier. So I just want to make sure it's not going to go off my card. I do have a little vellum one. I'm going to try to tuck right in there. So this is the bow punch. It's awesome. It needs to be in your craft room. Hey, buy that, throw in some envelopes and glue dots, and get a free Sale-A-Bration item. So I do want to make sure I aim this way. Now I'm going to put one of these other little smaller ones in Granny Apple Green. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, and then I will pop up my other flowers. Sometimes if you have too many things popped up, it looks weird. So we have to see where we have our other flowers. So for this one, you may have noticed, okay, so I want to make sure that is not going off the page. It's better. The background stamp I did in Highland Heather, but I did stamp it off first. And then I did Gorgeous Grape for Hello Friend. Okay, so now this one. So I'm looking carefully because I don't want to put a dimensional on top here. So I just want my dimensionals up at the top, because this is already popped up with a dimensional. So we just want it to sit on top. And I could have put one at the top and one at the bottom, but oh well. A little bit of glue there. All right. Now the inside of this one's a little trickier because we're using cardstock and adding our designer series paper. Put all these up here. So there's our front. Probably could have gone down a little bit more, but that's okay. Now, inside, we have this piece of cardstock. So same design as before, but cardstock is only 11 inches. The other piece was 12. So again, I'm just going to see. I will need to leave a little bit more space at the bottom. So I'm just going to put it like that, fold it, and see if this is going to work. Oftentimes with fun folds, sometimes I do them in yucky paper and then do it properly just to practice. So that looks good right about there. So I know it needs to go up about 1/2 inch. Now cardstock is thicker, so it's going to make your card thicker. Especially this cardstock seems to be particularly thick. So it was about 1/2 inch. Just want to make sure it's in the middle. And again, so this one only has a 1 inch mountain. The other one had a 1.5 inch mountain. Okay, I'm just going to check again. It's nothing worse than doing a Facebook Live and doing a fun fold and it doesn't work. Ask me, I've been there. All right, so I'm going to leave this like that, push that down, and give it a good fold. All right, looks good. Now I have my pieces of designer series paper. I'll put all the measurements in the description because, to be honest, I don't know what they all are. So we're going to start, so I'm using the opposite side of the paper for the inside. You could use the same side if you wanted to, but I'm just trying to showcase both sides of the paper. That's going to go there. I've got a smaller border on this one. And I'm not going to try to get them to match because they were off of different pieces of paper. Because you don't have enough on one sheet of paper to get two pieces. So I'm just making it straight. This is a lot of designer series paper. Hey, it was free. So then I have my two little pieces, which are, I want to say 3/4 of an inch because this little lip is 1 inch. That one, you could do these ones opposite, maybe. I don't know. And if I made a bunch of them, I'd probably make each one a little bit different. All right, I like where the paper is, so now I'm just going to fold it and give it a good rub. Again, I have Stitch So Sweetly, the die for your sentiment. I'm just going to put it down here. And I thought of just before I came live, but I didn't have time to do it. To maybe cut out, stamp this little flower and color it and put it in the corner. I think that would be cute. All right, for this one's little pop-up, I have a piece of vellum from the Stitch So Sweetly. Heat Embossed in White, Hope You Have the Best Birthday from the same stamp set. And then I'm going to add this and a couple of leaves. And again, I want to make sure that it doesn't go outside the card. That actually looks pretty good. I'm going to use glue dots because I can pull them off if I have to. It's good to have the leaves not all exactly the same length, because if you went and looked at a plant, they wouldn't all be the exact same length. So it's okay to go up because it's going to be sitting like this. And I'll just add one of these little green sprigs. Whoopsie. And if you don't offset it, you don't really see it. Okay, we're going to put this one on with dimensionals, so let's just look at this. All right, so when we close it, this needs to be adjusted. That's one thing nice about using glue dots. I can just kind of move that over. I had it sticking out too far to the side. That's good. Now, I never did think about glue and if you'd see through it, so let's just try putting it right behind the sentiment. So I'm going to glue it right here because I want to pop my flowers up, I think. All right, that's pretty good. You can't really see the liquid glue. And then this, I think I should do flat because we don't really want dimensionals on the inside. Change of plan. All right, let's check it and make sure it's going to fold properly. So nothing's poking out, so that's good. I don't know why this is creeping up. And there we have. Hope you have the best birthday. Very cute. All right, now we need to find some kind of, maybe the polished dots would be good on this one. If you had pastel pearls in purple, that would be perfect. Trying to think of what else I might have in purple. Even pearls would be pretty. I'm looking for those. No. We're going to go with these. That looks pretty. This one's kind of small though. Well, it's not small, but the polished dot is a bit small. So the polished dots kind of pull up the color that's behind it, so I think that's pretty. And we'll put another one in here, and then maybe a couple down here. Okay. Hello, friend. I think a friend would really enjoy receiving this card in the mail. So we have one using Simply Marvelous Designer Series paper, only available until February 28th. And one using Friendly Hello Designer Series paper. Looks pretty normal on the outside, but then when you open it, you have this fun little pop-up element that I don't even know what it's called. And this one. So you can see how this one lays fairly flat, and this one, not really, because there's a lot of layers in here, and the cardstock definitely takes up more space. But when you open that, it's just so pretty. So who's going to try this layout this weekend? Or maybe today when you're in your craft room. Thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it if you like or share my video. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button and you'll know when I post a new video or go live. Thanks everyone. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll be back on Monday, last day of celebration. I might do a little recap of some of the projects. I've made a lot of projects with Sale-A-Bration products, and I know you'll want to get some before Sale-A-Bration is gone, because once it's gone, it's really hard to find the products. And if you do find them, they're very expensive. So thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great weekend wherever you are. Enjoy the weather, and we'll see you Monday. Thanks, and have a great weekend.